Good morning, Agent Wranglers! Welcome back to Beyond Prompting, the show where we dig into what's actually happening with Agentic AI in the real world, not just the demo videos. I'm Banana.
And I'm Orange. Banana, today feels like a milestone day for our topic because the research we're covering says something big just happened. Something crossed a line.
Crossed what line? Give me the headline.
For the first time, more than half of large enterprises are running agentic AI in actual production. Not pilots, not demos in a conference room, production. A new survey from KXN Technologies called the State of Agentic AI in the Enterprise 2026 found that 67% of enterprises they surveyed have moved beyond the pilot stage. Back in 2024, that number was 31%.
67 versus 31. So in 2 years, this flipped from minority experiment to majority standard. That is the enterprise chasm being crossed in real time.
Exactly. And here's who they asked, because methodology matters. 312 enterprise AI decision makers across 14 countries. 34% were C-suite, 41% VPs. 83% of these companies have 10,000 or more employees. These aren't startups playing with toys. These are the big ships.
Okay, so let's talk money, because that's always the question everyone whispers. Does any of this actually pay?
The median first-year net savings among enterprises reporting measurable ROI was $2.4 million. $2.4 million.
Per year? Per first year. And get this, companies running 3 or more concurrent autonomous agent workflows reported median savings above $4 million. So there's a compounding effect. One agent saves you money, a small fleet of agents working together saves you dramatically more.
What about payback time? Because I keep hearing horror stories about AI projects that burn cash for 2 years before anyone can prove anything.
8.3 months. That's the average time from first production deployment to measurable ROI, and 62% of respondents achieved full payback on implementation costs within 12 months. That's actually fast for enterprise technology.
All right, let's break down where the money is coming from, because this is where it gets interesting for anyone planning their own rollout. The biggest category, document processing and reconciliation, had a median saving of $1.1 million, and it accounted for 38% of deployments.
Which makes sense. It's high-volume, rules-based work with clear right answers. Perfect agent territory.
Exactly. Then, customer service automation at $890,000, compliance and audit automation at $780,000, and supply chain exception handling at $650,000. Notice a pattern? None of these are glamorous. It's all unglamorous back-office work at scale.
The agents are doing the paperwork nobody wanted to do. And by industry, financial services is leading the charge at 74% production deployment, healthcare at 61%, manufacturing at 58%.
Now, here's my favorite part of this whole survey, the barriers. Because the story of agentic AI in 2026 isn't AI is magic. The story is the plumbing is hard.
Go on.
The single most cited barrier, hitting 61% of respondents, legacy system integration. Not model quality, not hallucinations, plumbing. Getting agents to talk to the mainframe from 1997.
The agent can reason beautifully, but it cannot log into the system where the data actually lives.
Number 2, at 54%, data quality and governance concerns. And here's the kicker. That one is growing year over year, specifically as deployments move from structured data into unstructured data. The easy wins on clean databases are done. Now agents are being asked to read contracts and emails and PDFs, and suddenly everyone remembers their data is a mess.
And the rest of the list?
Explainability requirements at 43%. And remember that number, it comes back in the governance section. Internal skills gap at 39%. Security and compliance approval at 35%. Notice what's not on the list? The AI wasn't good enough. The technology passed the test. The organizations didn't.
That's such an important reframe, and it connects directly to the governance findings. 78% of enterprises now require human-in-the-loop validation for Tier 2 and above decisions, nearly 4 out of 5.
78%? Humans stay in the loop.
And 64% now have a formal AI governance policy. Plus, and this surprised me, ISO 42001, the international standard for AI management systems, 31% of enterprises already hold certification, and another 47% are actively pursuing it. Combined, that's nearly 80% either certified or on the way.
Which tells you governance has become a prerequisite, not an afterthought. You don't scale past pilot without the guardrails anymore. The survey literally frames it that way. Governance infrastructure as the ticket to scaling.
One more number worth flagging. 71% of these enterprises plan to expand their AI budget by more than 25% in the next 12 months. After all those integration headaches, they're doubling down anyway.
So let's zoom out. If you're listening and you're thinking about bringing agents into your own organization, school district, small business, whatever size, what are the takeaways?
Takeaway 1. This is no longer experimental. 2/3 of big enterprises are in production. The question has shifted from should we to how do we do it well?
Takeaway 2. Budget for plumbing, not just brains. Legacy integration and data quality are your real costs. The model is almost a rounding error compared to the wiring.
Takeaway 3. Build governance first. Human-in-the-loop checkpoints, explainability, audit trails. The majority of successful deployers treat guardrails as the foundation, not the finish line.
And takeaway 4, start where the volume is boring. Document processing, reconciliation, routine service requests. That's where the 2.4 million lives.
Beautifully put. Quick recap for the road. KXN Technologies surveyed 312 enterprise decision makers and found 67% in production, median first-year savings of $2.4 million, ROI in about 8 months, and governance now firmly in front of growth.
That's the state of agentic AI in 2026. Past the chasm into the plumbing phase. Link to the full study is in the description. If you got something out of this, subscribe. New episodes every morning at 7 a.m. Central.
And drop us a comment with your experience. Are you in the 67% or the 33%? We read every single one.
Until tomorrow, keep your agents busy and your humans in the loop. This is Beyond Prompting.